Alright, so I know what you guys are thinking. There's a comparison that has to be made, huh? Like, when they first announced this figure, I did a lot of talking about how this was a personal challenge. So let's go ahead and start to compare Metal Sonic to Metal Sonic. First, here is Metal Sonic! Yeah, but I'm gonna blue ball you for just a moment as we compare the original. Yeah, like, I mean, it does show that Jakks Pacific does indeed, they're working with their own stuff. And look, he's taller. He is legitimately taller than regular Metal Sonic, which is kind of cool. He's a little bit undersized if you ask me, but I think it's the fact that the torso is in two pieces to accommodate his waist articulation that that makes this figure gain this extra height, and that's cool. Like, I'm all for that. Way to go. Alright, now we are doing the real comparison. It is time for Wakeangel 2001's custom Neo Metal Sonic to go up against Jakks Pacific's official one. As you can see, our body proportions are somewhat different from each other. That's because I use a regular Metal Sonic torso. Of course, mine doesn't have that ridiculous spine going out the middle of his back, but honestly, I did not know that was part... Did anybody know that this was part of Neo Metal Sonic's design? I heard that, that Sega sent Jakks Pacific the Neo Metal Sonic 3D model, so technically speaking, Jakks Pacific would be the first people that ever got to see that thing. Everybody else would have only had videos. And remember, my model was based off of a fan render because, again, no official model ever came out. But yeah, like, that's one jarring difference right there. Ignore the little broken spine there. He fell off my shelf. The end cracked off, and I couldn't find it again. But yeah, like, my head is a little bit bigger. My torso is bigger because it's the same size. I did make my Neo Metal Sonic taller by, if you recall, extending his thighs. This thing here is a 3D printed little MacGuffin that I put in his thigh to make it a little bit longer so that he would stand taller. Let's see if you can look real close, you can see how the regular Metal Sonic leg is a little bit shorter. You see? Yeah. I'm not sure how well you guys are seeing that, but if you go back to my video where I made this custom, then you'll be able to see in detail what I did. Of course, my Neo Metal Sonic is capable of bringing his arms down to his sides a little bit better because he has the pin discs. But again, this is the joint construction is theirs. I think the most glaring difference is going to be here in the forearms. I based the color scheme of my Neo Metal Sonic on his appearance in the IDW comic, where these stripes were implied to be on the front of his forearms, where the official one has those stripes going around the other side. Actually, it's not so much that they go around the other side, it's that they're a different shape. Because you can see on the back, they actually do look the same. It's just that here, they kind of go up the side of the arm, and then the front just looks like this. Whereas on mine, it all just kind of meets up, you know? This is because, you know, like, again, I was basing mine on the assumption that his sleeves were kind of like cones, like they'd be circles at the bottom that would taper off. These are some kind of weird trapezoid kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, right now I'm just bloviating and doing this comparison. So yeah, there we go. What do you guys think? Do you think that my custom is still holding up? Do I win? Is Wakeangel 2001's custom of Neo Metal Sonic better than the official render? Now that you get a chance to see them side by side, let me know what you think in the comments. But also, this figure is still really cool for what it is. It's, I mean, it's one of the... Neo Metal Sonic is one of the coolest things ever. So, yeah, like, even if it's not a 100% perfect rendering, I still think it's an epic one. So, yeah, like, I would recommend this figure. So go ahead and get him. This is Wakeangel 2001 signing off.